Hey, yo, tonight, our next guest on the Combat Jack Show has worked with everybody. Eric B. and Rakim, Cool G Rap, Big Daddy Kane, A Tribe Called Quest, Nas, Busta Rhymes, the list goes on and on. Plus, his personal discography as a producer and an artist is what you can consider the foundation of what we call hip-hop. Internets, tonight on the Combat Jack Show, Complex TV. It's no one other than the incredible Large Professor. What's up, sir?
What's going on, Combat?
Man, I'm so glad that you're on the show, man. It's been a while. We've been trying to get you. We've been trying to reach you. You're so busy, man. What are you working on right now, man?
All kinds of productions.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, man, definitely. All the time, man.
You forgot something in your intro.
What?
Greatest of all time.
Greatest of all time?
Greatest of all time.
What are you talking about?
Man made the best 2 beats ever made. Besides Reminisce Over You, it ain't hard to tell and looking at the front door.
Looking at the front door. Yo, I see what you're saying, because I remember back then, man, there was very few records. I mean, great records were coming out almost every other, week or so. But it was very few records that would drop and like all of New York would just stop. And I remember one of those records at the time was The Chronic. Another one of those records was Snoop Dogg's first album.
Yes.
And I remember when Illmatic dropped, like the day Illmatic dropped, I was in my office in Midtown, and it was DJ Clark Kent and Damon Dash. And we listened to that record, and I remember DJ Clark Kent was like, yo, Large Professor just fucked me up. I gotta go back to the drawing board. Wow. Like, I specifically remember that. Like, no shots or anything. This is really what happened. So I see what you're saying, because like even in a subtle way, you change the landscape of the game.
And like even like little things like the sleigh bells that I know where you got them from. Yeah. But the sleigh bells, like there was a point, in hip hop production where it was just straight up regular hi-hats.
Right.
He found one of the signature things that he came up with was using a sleigh bell instead of a hi-hat. All of a sudden, every rap record has sleigh bells instead of hi-hat.
And you don't even get the credit for the sleigh bells?
Rocking the bells. People know, like people who need to know, or people who pay attention to those kind of things, they know. Like, people will credit certain records or albums with changing the course of the sound of music, like not tooting my own horn, but like the blueprint changed how rap sounded for a couple of years.
Soulful, going to the soulful era.
Like I feel like the production that he was doing in that era, production wasn't as big of a deal in that era, so the general public isn't singing those praises, because at the time they don't even know what producing a record is. Right. And by the time 2000 came around, 2001 came around, it's a whole different story. Right. Now you have albums with the stickers, featuring production by such and such, such and such and such and such. You weren't seeing that in this era. Right. So the credit wasn't there, but I feel like the stuff that he was doing at that time definitely was also a game-changing or a sound-changing experience for hip-hop.
So the first time you meet Rakim, tell us about that.
My dude, Joe Fatal. He just like, we get in the Wagoneer. We was rolling tough in his father's Wagoneer, and he just like, yo, get in the car, jet it out there, man. Exit, whatever that is, 37 or something like that.
You know the exit? You know the exit, Dallas?
It's the end of the damn highway.
Yeah, the end of the earth, like, yeah.
You would not believe that Long Island would have the kind of slums that it has. Just backwoods, horrible places.
But Rakim, so we go. I think it's exit 36. Right. Boom, like, yo, this is where Rakim lives. Word. He wasn't there. We went to another house, his mother's house.
His mom's house.
His mother's house.
Right.
Rakim didn't come out with guns ready to kill y'all?
No, listen to this.
You came to his mother's house without a macaroni and cheese.
Man, listen to this. Listen to this.
Without a sweet potato pie, empty-handed.
Listen to this, man. We go into the house. I hear someone in the basement like kind of truncating and kind of putting beats together. And it's like, all right, we're waiting. Rakim comes up. He's like, yo, what up, babe, Paul? Yo, man, good to meet you. Yo, he was down there making a beat.
Rakim himself.
Word. He was down there making a beat. Fatal's like, yo, man, this is my man LP. Yo, he gets busy, man. Yo, he gets busy. He's like, word, babe, Paul. All right, no doubt. Yo, you gotta bring him by the studio one day or something like that.
Okay.
And it was just on from there. I just like frozen, like, yo, it's the God, kid. Like, yo,
So were you a little starstruck?
Of course. You know what I mean? He had the blue BVD on with the tread joints with mad gold on, chilling in the crib, making beats and shit. I was like, oh, that's the God, kid.
Yo, that's crazy.
Like, yo, that's the God right there.
Right. I read somewhere about the first time you met Big Daddy Kane.
Yeah.
It was comical. Can you walk us through that whole experience, man? Because this is earlier on in your career when you were
definitely.
With all these legends. But the first time you met Kane, you were on your way to meet him, and then
right. What happened was with Big Daddy Kane was Rush Productions management. They had a producer's management. So Francesca, Linda, they were
Francesca Spiro.
Yeah, Francesca Spiro. You know, yo, Kane's interested in some. Yo, I definitely big up Kane. Like I love to, because I would even cross paths with him up at Cold Chillin', and so they're like, all right, this is the day of the session. So. All right, I'm preparing to get to the session. At that time I was blowing it in the air, whatever. So it was like,
you don't blow it in the air no more?
Nah, I'm good. But so I gotta go get that. Then I'll be there. I gotta go get that, and then I'll be there. All right, so it's funny, it took a minute because I'm in Flushing, I'm by the Globe, and now the session is in Lower Manhattan, and this was when like Palmetto out here, like right in this vicinity, like it was like we gotta go to Palmetto, we gotta do this. So we're going.
Fiend jetting to Palmetto.
We gotta all over the place. So I get to the studio. Kane is sitting.
You were late.
I was mad late.
How many minutes, hours?
I was like 2 hours late.
2 hours late.
And Kane is very
punctual.
Very punctual. So he's sitting there. He said.
But what did he have on? You talking about what he had on?
Kane was sitting on the couch with a hoodie on, his boxers, and he had a 64-ounce beer in his lap.
Hey yo.
With his socks on.
With his socks on. Hey,
I came in. He said, yo, man, I'm gonna have to tell Francesca about this, man. You know what I mean? We're gonna have to straighten all of this out, man, because for real, man, you playing games. And I'm just standing there, I'm like.
Did you say anything like, yo, but you in your boxes though, baby?
Nah, yo, that's Big Daddy. I know, you know what I mean?
Was it hot in there?
Nah, it was.
I'm trying to figure out the science.
Mr. C.
Or why is he waiting for you with a fork?
Mr. C.
Pause.
Yo, but nah, so, all right, so I come in.
Break. Complex TV. It's a Combat Jack show. Large professor.
Nah, but
keep your pants on.
My bad.
Internet, keep your pants on.
So, all right, so he's like, yo, I gotta talk Francesca and everything like that. And I'm kind of scared because Kane looked like he getting ready to kind of jump up and get on me.
And he's
so
a tall
like,
brother.
Word, I'm like, yo. And so I kind of just froze up like, yo, brother, like, we gonna work or not or whatever. And he was like, all right, man, go ahead. And just, and the song, wound up, it wasn't even, like what I wanted it to be because it was a remix. Then they used it for this. So, but that was just,
It was
crazy.
never released?
It was on Looks Like a Job for, and it was
That was the album that had Stop Shamming and
Stop Shamming.
Deal, right.
Right, and where he has the hoodie on. He's on his hoodie.
Yeah, he was on his hoodie. The purple cover with the black
hoodie. He had his pants on though.
You
don't see the pants.
You only see the hoodie.
Get ready for combat. No escaping. Get ready for combat.